The biggest shock that I had was how the conservatives managed prior to this general election to lose the lead they had so quickly. And let's not forget when Mark Carney won the leadership and became the interim prime minister or the prime minister designate, and then he was sworn in, one of the first things he did, if not the first thing, is eliminate the consumer carbon tax. This is when we started seeing a fade in terms of the messaging strategy of the Conservative Party. Right. So I do think that's when things started to make the conservatives quite in a crisis mode. And then obviously we launch into an election. He's used to being against Justin Trudeau, who's not there, and the consumer carbon tax. So he tried, Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the Conservative Party, tried to switch the messaging to industrial carbon tax, which didn't really stick.
No, I'd
Um,
actually like to comment a bit about this because
mm,
watching the campaign, the Conservatives had an early start in campaigning almost two
on
years
top
in
of that,
before the
yeah,
election was called. And I want to give them a compliment, actually. For a long time, their messaging was watertight. They managed to reel all the conservatives to rally behind the Axe the Tax slogan. And for a while, it looked like that was working with the average Canadian, right? We all sort of rallied behind it because it's such a detestable sort of tax that I think a large percentage of Canadians would agree with that. And for Carney to just drop that on the hat, it sort of destroyed their messaging almost immediately. So all that momentum, we really saw towards the last bit of the campaigning phase, and all their messaging started to fall apart. I could name you a million different slogans that Pierre was hurling out towards the end of it, but I guess that's what politics and the party, I think where they lacked in messaging was really trying to react to the news that was coming. They really built a strong foundation, but couldn't, react well enough.